Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're doing great. Guys, we're going to go ahead and start the replacement process of the trunk on the 04 GT. You may have seen in an earlier video where I repaired the corner of the mineral gray trunk that I got. I did buy a trunk off of the same donor car we got the hood and that door that I've been working on. I was kind of in a time crunch to get the car painted. And so I went out and bought that trunk, and it seems okay. I think it's going to require more body work than what is revealed because someone has actually done some painting on it. But anyways, the decision's been made. I ask you guys, we're going to go ahead and use that mineral gray. We're going to trust that my repair holds. And because I had to repair that corner, I'm going to have to paint underneath the trunk from a mineral gray to a dark gray. So at least we're just going to a little darker color. We're just going to have to scuff it up a little bit, clean it, and get it painted. That way it'll match the same color as the car when you open the trunk. So, all right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start that process. We're gonna get that other trunk prepared, painted, and ready to go on the 04 GT. All right guys, let's get into it. Guys, it's not that far off from the dark shadow gray. Get this over here where you can see it. I really probably could just bolt this trunk on and it would be fine, but I'm going to go ahead and scuff it down and paint it, because even though there's not a lot of difference, to me there's enough different. So plus we had to repair this corner right here, and I definitely don't want that primer, you know, just being like that. So if I hadn't had to repair this corner, I might not go through all the trouble of preparing this trunk and painting it. But seeing as how we did have to do this, I'm gonna go ahead, scuff it down, and, you know, clean it up with alcohol, degreaser, whatever you may have. That way we get some, you know, some good adhesion there, get a little rough so this paint can stick to it. But honestly, if it hadn't have been for that mishap right there, I might not even worried about it. But here we are. So I usually can create more work for myself. So all right guys, we're going to start this process. So guys, this is the lock cylinder for the trunk, and it's held in by this rivet. We're going to drill this rivet out because I want to take the lock cylinder off of the trunk that's on the car now. That way our key will work. That way our same key will still open the trunk and the doors. You don't really want to have 2 or 3 keys. Yes, it does have, you know, the trunk button on the key fob. It does have that, but I just rather have the key and have everything matching up. So I'm going to drill this out and pull this lock cylinder out. And then when the time comes, we'll do the same thing with the lock cylinder that's on the trunk in the car now. All right guys, I didn't realize there's another rivet right there staring me right in the face, but I didn't even see it, so we got to drill that one out as well. So guys, actually this was a mistake and a waste of time. I was thinking that there was another ear over here, but that's not the case. If I would have just twisted this, it was just the one. So I drilled this one out for nothing, but no problem. I'm gonna go on and knock it on out, knock it on through, and I'll just put another rivet in there. No harm, no foul. But for those of you in the future that has never messed with one of these like me, it's just the one rivet. So, all right guys, we'll continue on. So guys, normally I would like to wash this down with like Dawn dishwashing liquid or something, and then clean it off with alcohol to degrease it. But guys, I'm afraid if I wash this thing down, I'll never get that water out. Every time I turn it and everything, this water will get in here, and I'm gonna take a chance, because that's just how I do things anymore. I'm gonna really coat it down with the alcohol. I'm gonna really rub it down, and hopefully that'll be good enough. I'll just use a couple new rags, and hopefully that'll be good enough to get the dust and residue off of there. And we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, I got this all wiped down. I'm gonna tell you, I hope I don't have to do another one of these trunks. Man, all these crevices and everything, these pockets, getting them all sanded out and wiped out. That was a job. There's a lot. It's just time consuming. It's not like it's hard, it's just a job. So I've got it all wiped down. I went over it real good with the alcohol. Sometimes I'd like to wash things first and then rub it down with alcohol, but like I said, I just didn't think I'd get all the water out of it. But it's the underside of the trunk, so we're just looking for matching. You know, there can be some flaws in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut my shop doors up, because we got a good breeze coming through. You can see the old fan over there turning, and it ain't even on. So I'm gonna shut the doors where we can minimize, and put me a mask on, and we'll do some painting here. So guys, while I was in Valdosta, Georgia the other day, I had C&D mix me up some dark shadow gray and put it in an aerosol can. He mixed it up. I watched him do the process. It was very, very neat. He put it in the aerosol can. While I was there, I went ahead. We got an interior project coming up. Later, I'll show you. So I had him mix me a can of interior paint, dye, some people call it. To me, it's paint. But anyways, this was $26. You can buy this stuff from LMR and other places, and it's about the same price. The only thing I saved was shipping, which is probably what nowadays, $8-10. So anyways, saved a little money, and while I was there, I went ahead and got the interior paint mixed up as well. So all right guys, let's shake it up and start laying it down. Guys, also, whenever I was at C&D and I explained to him, you know, what I was doing, I told him that these cars don't come from the factory with a base coat. He mixed this paint up with the knowledge of knowing that there would be no clear coat on it. And he gave me a couple options there, and this is the type base coat that he recommended if we weren't clearing. So he mixed it up for me. And guys, I think it turned out pretty good. So maybe you can see the difference. I'm gonna pan around. I don't know if you can see the difference or not, but anyways, we got us a couple coats on there. And now when we pop the trunk and the door will match the car. All right, guys. All right, guys. So we're gonna wind up this video. We got it painted. That's what we wanted to do. I'll start putting all the rubber snubbers and all back on it, and the springs and the latch and everything. I'll get it all back on there after it's good and dry. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. And definitely thank you for the subscriptions that you've given me. I can't say enough about that. Just thank you, guys. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.